Without a doubt, one of the more emotional movies of the year, and I was not expecting this movie to just feel like a gut punch. The Iron Claw had me intrigued just from the simple fact alone that there is this whole curse surrounding the Von Erich family, which, if you don't know, honestly I'm not going to tell you about because I had no idea what it was going into the movie, except for the fact that there was a bunch of drama around it, and I wanted to know what this story was all about. Little did I know this was going to be a movie that would hit me right in the feels by the end of it. It is one of the stronger movies of the year, without a doubt. But before I get more into my in-depth thoughts on this movie, be sure to hit that like and subscribe button, and comment down below what are your thoughts or expectations for The Iron Claw. But let's keep talking about the movie. It's interesting because this is a movie that I was expecting to kind of have a quippy nature to it all, but it was surprisingly a lot more slower than I was expecting. One of my favorite parts about it, which is kind of weird to say that it's my favorite part about it, but there was this impending sense of dread. The movie is obviously slowly inching towards the explosive finale, I guess you could call it, that is very much so an emotional finale. There's this underlying exploration of masculinity inherently with a story like this about a pro family of wrestlers, all male wrestlers. There's going to be drama within the family, this internal divide between them, who's going to be the best out of them all, who's going to get the most shining moments in the spotlight. And while it's not at the forefront of the story, it's definitely there. I would have loved maybe a bit more of exploring of it, but the performances come to play in this movie. Zac Efron, maybe a career best performance. He is just superb. He captures the real sense of anger and just emotionality throughout the entire movie. He captures that within his character, the lead role. The third act is really just a moment for him to shine throughout. And then you have Jeremy Allen White, who gives a damn good performance on shockingly a small amount of writing and depth towards his character. There's not much there, but he just takes what's on the paper and accelerates it to another level, making this a performance that stands out next to Zac Efron. But the entire Von Erich family is compelling due to the performances. It would have been even more had there have been more character development, which is just my biggest issue with the movie. I wish there was more to each character, honestly. And it's funny because this is a movie about a wrestling family, so you obviously need to have wrestling sequences. They're some of the best probably in film that I've seen. Not many cuts, and you're really just in the ring with these characters, which is important especially when you're building a real sense of just atmosphere. But because the movie needed to have sports moments, the character drama kind of takes a back seat at times, whereas I was hoping it would be in the forefront more. And it's funny because it's not something that's bad about the movie. These sequences are good. I just wish there was more moments with the family as a whole. The relationship between these Von Erichs and their father needed to be explored more. The real bashing of heads between these characters, more exploring there, more depth there. Their father is portrayed to be a very one-sided character. I would have loved to have seen a different side to his character. But really what the Iron Claw does so well is that it highlights this American tragedy that I had little to no knowledge of. Is it because I'm not well versed in the wrestling world? Probably. I'm not a particular fan of the sport. That's one of the great things about movies. They get to shine a light on a story that many audiences might have little to no knowledge of, and they get to tell this story in a meaningful way that pays homage to the family and just a little bit of a dedication to these people. And dedication it is, it's dealt with grace. Director Sean Durkin integrates a warmth to the movie, which is that bond between the brothers, and one moment in particular that will without a doubt have you at least tearing up, that it's just one of my favorite moments of the year, honestly. Especially as a brother myself, it just had even more of an impact. There's just gut punch after gut punch after gut punch in this movie, and it never slows down really. But props to it for handling it in a way that, yeah, was depressing, but really just left an impact. All of these things make The Iron Claw one of the better sports movies for sure, but also just a movie that I wouldn't recommend missing. Not only does it feel like a time capsule, it very much so fits this 80s aesthetic, which I'm a sucker for. But you have the great performances, and the thing that stands above the rest is the fact that it is an emotional watch. I'm going to give The Iron Claw a B+. A very strong film. It's a hard watch, but I would recommend it. If you have seen this movie though, let me know your thoughts on it down below in the comments. Be sure to hit that like and subscribe button, as well as that notification bell so you don't miss any further videos. And as always, look forward to more videos and reviews coming soon. My name is Ben. People call me Meter, and I'll see you guys in the next one.